a member of the DATC media family. Hey there, I'm Sara J. And being a part of the incredible Tragically hip community, I've gotten to collaborate on a lot of projects, awesome content, and have some pretty amazing conversations. But along the way, I found a lot of cool stuff packed up in the rafters. These are the gems that don't quite fit into a standard episode, breakdown, or guest appearance. Some old school hip heads might remember a few of these, but honestly, a lot of you might never have even known these existed. This is the Tangentially Hip. Consider this a fun little bonus space where I'm dropping bite-sized morsels into your feed whenever the mood strikes. We're talking side projects, unreleased tunes, bands associated with the hip, the guys covering other artists, and other bands interpreting the hip's catalog. It's a little nugget of goodness that doesn't need a massive full episode, because sometimes that's just saying too much. The goal is simple: to surprise and delight longtime fans and newcomers alike. Welcome to the Tangentially Hip. To understand why this specific performance hits so hard, you have to look at the geography. On April 14th, 2007, the Hip brought their World Container Tour to the House of Blues in Cleveland, Ohio. Now, Cleveland sits right on Lake Erie, but more importantly, it's a direct character in Gordon Lightfoot's original lyrics. Think about the line: concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left firmly loaded for Cleveland. The venue itself was the ultimate poetic backdrop. But the seed for this crossover was planted long before 2007. 11 years earlier, on November 29th, 1996, in Canada, Ontario, during the Trouble at the Hen House tour, the band extended at the 100th Meridian into a massive driving jam session. Right in the middle of that mid-tempo breakdown, Gord Downie began passionately riffing on the rhythm, throwing in the signature vocal lines and improvising lyrics from the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It makes perfect sense. For so many fans, tracks like At the 100th Meridian and Nautical Disaster are the spiritual descendants, you could say, of Lightfoot's great Canadian storytelling tradition, making a live mashup like this feel completely natural. Except this isn't a steady acoustic folk ballad. The Hip delivered a rare full band electric cover. Pay attention to how Gord leans heavily into that distinct, commanding pirate growl. This stands as the only known full band live performance of the song. Live from Cleveland, here is the Tragically Hip.
The legend is on the Chippewa saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed ya. At 7 p.m. a man actually caved in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know ya. The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, the ship's lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. The waves turn the minutes to hours. The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they put 15 more miles behind her. Well, they might have split up or they might have capsized. They might have broke deep into the water. And all that remains are the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Michigan seems like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. Farther below Lake Ontario, it takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go as the mariners all know when the gales of November remember. Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimes and it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa down of a big lake they call Gitchagoo. Superior, they say, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
Hearing that electric energy completely transforms the song. What Lightfoot built as a steady, haunting, rustic dirge, the hip turned into an absolute tempest. Instead of a detached narrator, Gord sounds like he's singing right from the deck of the ship, using that raw, gritty growl to match the weight of the gale. It's that exact energy that makes this moment stick with you. They don't just cover a classic, they pulled it entirely into their own sonic universe, bridging a deep-rooted Canadian storytelling tradition with pure live rock history, captured just this once, right on the shores of Lake Erie. And that is your little nugget for today. Keep an eye in your feed because you just never know when I'm going to drop something else else in there for you to enjoy. Until next time, I'm Sara J. Thanks for hanging out in this little corner of the universe with me. Follow along on Facebook and Instagram. And if you have something you'd like me to feature here on the show, shoot me an email, sarah@datcmediacompany.com. Bye for now.